What's up guys, I'm Cristian Mercado, and today I will be color grading a clip from my new short film, and I'll be doing an in-depth tutorial of how to color grade using Dehancer. So let's get to it. So first, let's go copy our clip. So we just go into our short film, we find it, copy it, but we already have it here, that's good. This is the original clip. Let's just play it. It's just a shot on the bike. Stops right there. So first, I'm just gonna pick a good frame to actually grade it in. I think this looks pretty good. Okay. So I have power grades, which is basically you can take a still from any video in DaVinci, put it in a power grade, and then it saves the whole grade, everything with the clip. So as you see, I have a few here. Some are very old, but this is one we're gonna use. This is one we use on the short film. There's a bunch of them. It looks super cool. So let's get that in there. Create a node graph. Okay. So what I like doing is disabling everything and then going back to square one. I just color grade better like that. Adjust our gain. Okay. So the before, after. Correction, which is basically brings the highlights down and the shadows up, making it more HDR-ish. As you see here, shadows are very dark, highlights are very high, but this brings it all back together to a perfect contrast. Grade, this is a bit of contrast, bit of tint. So without it, it's this. This basically gives it that kind of filmish color. So that's that. Blur is what I add because sometimes footage may look too digital. So I add that blur. It's very subtle. Let's see if we can actually recognize it. Let's go to here. Okay. This is without blur. That's with blur. Very subtle. So you don't notice that much, but it does like kind of make the pixels softer. And that's what I like that for. And then this is my old halation effect, which is like the one you make yourself in DaVinci. It's not as good as Dehancer, of course. I talked about it in my video. But this is what I used to use before. Of course, we're not gonna use that, that's just there. We add a glow, which basically softens the image. This is a minimal tones LUT. This is 0.4, 40% power. Let me show you full power. That's full power. It's a bit too much. Just go back to 0.4. Perfect. Then this is when we add Dehancer. Let's disable this stuff. Okay. This is where, if you're on DaVinci Resolve, this is where you use Dehancer for. What I mainly use is film grain, bloom, halation, film damage, film breath, gate weave, and sometimes vignette. But we're not going to be using that right now. So first, we add the film grain. 35mm ISO 250. Perfect. I dial in that amount. This is it. Halation. This is where we get the fun part. Let's go mask mode. This is where you see halation forming. There's a bunch of other ones. I kind of want to make it more stronger, so I go to Super 8mm, turn mask mode. You obviously see the halation right there. I like having lots of halation, so that is like perfect. So you go mask mode, you see where it all is. There's so much versions. I think that like the higher the millimeter, the less visible it is. But I think I'm gonna go to 35mm because that's what I had in the short film before, so we're gonna keep it like that. Bloom makes your highlights kind of more, like gives it a softened look. For example, look at this wheel right here. See the sharp highlight cutoff? Bloom softens that. So glow does that too, and then bloom does even better. And then there's film breath and gate weave, which is, let's play the video before. This is without film breath or gate weave or anything. Normal And do you know how in old footage film the footage shakes a little bit? That's what this is. And you have them both. And look at this. Like there's just a little bit of movement. Film breath and gate weave. It's very subtle. I won't enable it because it's not what I had in my short film. Then here's vignette, which is great for some shots. Enable that. Let's adjust the sizing. But I usually don't use it. So this is a full grade right here. Boom. You can see halation right here in the chain. Overall, it comes together perfectly. Here is actually the rest of my short film clips. If you want to go see that, links down in the description to go see that because it's really good. Trust me, it is. And that is how you color grade with Dehancer. It's really easy. It didn't take me that long. It took me like 10 minutes to do it, even less. So I really recommend it. Again, I'll have the links to Dehancer and the links in the description down below. Use code Cristian for 10% off when you purchase it, because it's amazing. There also is a free trial if you want to try that. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.